Hey, and welcome to Amherst Country Club, a beautiful course out in Amherst, New Hampshire. We're out here early, 6:30 a.m., trying to beat the heat, and we're at the first hole here, about 317 yards. Great risk-reward hole with a little dogleg to the left. You can try and rip driver or just try and take it up the right side like I did here and left myself with about 95 yards. Just hitting a little 54 degree here and probably hit the best shot I'll hit all day. Hit it here to about 5 feet. And the big thing I'm working on right now is just staying down through putts. That's what I did here. Didn't even look up and knocked it in for the birdie. Second hole, another thing I'm working on is course management. Long hole here, but I'm just hitting the 3 hybrid because I can't really go for it in 2. Popped it out there to the left. Left myself with about 260 yards and just popped a 7 iron out there and pushed off to the right a little bit. But still, just left myself with 130 yards, so you don't need much more than that. Uphill green here, which would normally make it play about 5 yards further, but I'm trying to play it right at that 130 mark because it's a really hard green to hold and you really do not want to go long. So I hit it right on the green, left myself with about 35 feet here, and almost knocked this putt in here. Really happy with that putt. Go in there and knock it in for my par. The third hole is a great hole here over the water. Normally plays about 185, but the tees are up a little bit today, so playing about 145. Have a 9 iron here. Hit a good shot, but just took kind of a weird bounce and rolled off to the right onto the fringe. Left myself here with about 40 feet. Was not happy with this one. Had a lot of dirt around my ball and couldn't decide to chip it or putt it. And left myself with about 18 to 20 feet and did not knock this one in and had my first bogey of the day. Third hole really is a great hole though because you can see most of the front 9 from the tee box. Fourth hole is a hole you really want to take advantage of. It's a pretty open par 5 straight away. I'm hitting driver here, trying to hit it off to the right a little bit. I left myself with about 205 yards here and just hit my 4 hybrid. Would like to leave it just a little bit in front or obviously roll it up on the green, and I left it just off to the left front here. A little easy chip, but again I just duffed my chip. Had a little dirt around my ball again. This may be one of the most satisfying shots in golf right here, is when you duff one and then come back and knock the next shot in for birdie. Definitely a lesson right here is just to not give up on shots and always focus and hit the next shot. Fifth hole is about a 400 yard par 4. Best place to be is off to the left even though it's a dog leg to the right. Have about 110 yards here. Hit just to the right of the pin and took a big bounce. So left myself with about 35 feet. So just looking to lag this one up there, and it's exactly what I did. I was happy with this lag putt and eventually making par. Always hoping to get these 35 footers within 3 feet because that's somewhere I feel comfortable and can hope to make them after that. Hole 6 here, great hole again, just straight away par 4, pretty open. I'm hitting 3 wood here just to try and keep it in the middle of the fairway, and I hit a good one. Left myself with about 100 yards, and again my distance off here. I think maybe it's from all the working out I've been doing. You can obviously see the definition of my calves are really coming through. Left myself here with about 35 feet and just completely misread it. Hit it way left and left myself with a Joe Pesci, just a nasty little 4-footer. And you will see me here just completely push it. Came out of it, exactly what I'm trying to work on. And knock in the bogey. Second bogey of the day. 7th hole here, about 185 yards, just trying to knock down a 5 iron. Hit it really solid, just pulled it a little bit left. This is kind of where I start playing a little military golf. A little left, lift, lift, right, lift. Left myself here with a little bunker shot, but this is a great reason why recording yourself can help. Because as you can see, I'm actually aimed up way left of the pin here. And I hit a great shot, but I hit exactly where I'm aiming. End up here with about 7 feet. And end up knocking it in for par, but if you go back and look at the bunker shot, I'm aimed up just way left. 8th hole here is the number 1 stroke hole. Plays about 412 yards, dog leg to the left. The best place to hit it is down the left hand side to give you a little bit less distance to the green, and I actually hit my best drive of the day here. I have about 145 yards left here for my second shot, and this is where more of that military golf comes in. Just completely come out of it and pop it over to the right hand side. I think I was a little bit more worried about going long. Long is out of bounds, so left myself with another bunker shot here, and again you can see I'm just aimed up to the left. Was really happy with the contact and everything, but again just aimed up to the left, and that's definitely something I need to work on. 6-footer here, left for par, and end up knocking it in. Very happy with the back-to-back up and downs for the bunker. Can never complain about those. 9th hole here, another straightaway, tree in the middle of the fairway, 370 yards. Just kind of want to avoid that, either go over it or just to the left of it. Hit a good one here. Left myself again with about 130 yards. Just trying to hit a knockdown pitching wedge and end up hitting it over the green. My distances again were just way off. I wasn't able to record my chip shot, but hit a great chip shot up to about 1 foot and knocked in the par putt for an even round 36 front 9. 10th hole here, big dog leg to the right. This is where things kind of start getting a little messy. Pushed this way off to the right, actually right up into the trees. I was lucky that it went through and left myself with a pretty open second shot. There's a big opening. I just had to hit a low punch shot with a 4-iron. End up kind of getting through there with just a low punch. Left myself with a chip shot here from about 30 yards and just trying to get it up there within 5 feet just to give myself a chance at par. It's exactly what I did. Ended up giving myself 6 feet here for a par putt and knock it in. Those are 4 up and downs in a row that I'm really happy with for par. And onto the 11th hole, which is the easiest hole in the course. Just straight away, 260 yards, just trying to knock my driver up there and hit it just to the left of the green. Left myself with a little chip here. Wasn't really happy with this chip. Was hoping to get it within that 5-foot range, but left myself with about 12 feet, which not too comfortable with that range, and ended up missing it and knocking in my par. When you have those uphill putts and you're looking at the pin, you're really hoping to knock them close, but just didn't hit a good one there. 12th hole here, which is actually, I think, the hardest hole in the course. You have to hit a good drive here. I end up hitting another bad drive off to the right. This forces me to have to chip up back into the fairway. After the chip out, leaves me with about 135 yards here, which I end up hitting a really good shot. I got a really good bounce actually. Landed a little bit short, but then it bounced up and left myself with about 6 feet downhill, big bender. Didn't have a very good recording spot, but ended up lipping this one out and knocking a bogey. Would have been great to make a par there, but not unhappy to make a bogey. 13th hole, shorter par 3, 135 yards. Definitely better to leave it short of the hole here just because everything slopes downhill towards you. And I did exactly that. I left it shorter, left myself with about 25 feet and gave it a great run and ended up knocking in my par. 14th is another great risk-reward hole. You can go left and try and cut off some distance or try and pop it off to the right. I go left here and just hit a great drive. Left myself with about 175 yards. Hit a 6-iron here. Hit it really solid. Just popped it up. There's a little gust up there, so it came up a little bit short. Had a little chip shot here, just hit a little bump and run with my pitching wedge. Was not unhappy with this chip shot. Gave myself a really good opportunity at birdie. About an 8-footer here and knock it in for the birdie.
Hey, birdie. Nice. Very nice.
Hole 15 here, 145 yards. Just trying to hit a knockdown 9-iron and just Mickey Mantle, just dead yank. Way left, not something you want to see when just trying to hit a little knockdown 9-iron. Left myself here with a really tough chip, not much landing area, and just popped it way past the hole. I wanted to at least get it on the green. Left myself with about 35 feet, knocked it down there for just about 2 feet left for my tap in for bogey, but not something you want to see with just a knockdown little 9-iron in your hand. Hole 16 is a big dog leg to the left. You have to hit a big duck hook off the tee, which I did. I did a good job of. And my second shot, I end up having about 200 yards left. And you'll see I completely lost the ball. I looked straight up and right into the sun. and I wasn't able to record my third, fourth, and fifth shot, but I ended up chipping up, had about 5 feet left, missed the 5-footer, and tapped it in for bogey. 17, good par 4 here, a little dogleg to the right. Kind of got unlucky after hitting a great drive, left with kind of a weird sandy lie here, and just chunked it out of this lie, down off to the left with a tough chip here, uphill to the green, uphill to the hole. Hit a great chip here, ended up leaving myself with about 5 feet, but as you can see, I ended up missing it. Those are just nasty little 5-footers, stayed down through it, but ended up missing it, tapping it for my bogey. 18th hole here, another great risk-reward shot, par 5, a little dogleg to the right. I choose to hit a hybrid here, but you can definitely take out driver and try and rip it down there closer and try and go for it in 2. But I'm left here with about 260, 270 yards, and then just take out another hybrid and pop it down there. It's just very narrow and gets more narrow as you take out driver and get further down there. But leave myself here with about 95 yards and look very unhappy after this shot, but got very lucky with a big bounce and leave myself with about 8 feet left for birdie. Did a good job of staying down through this putt, but just lip out another one. End up tapping in for par. But a great day, great morning. Definitely recommend coming out to Amherst Country Club when you get a chance or if you're in the area.